Italian luxury brand Canali opens its 7th store in India. This one at the Geo World Plaza in Mumbai, and I am here representing the voice of fashion to meet Stefano Canali, the CEO and president of the Canali Group, which is now in its 90th year. In a flawless interview, Stefano speaks to me about whispering luxury, the cultural synergies between Canali and the Indian customers, his commitment towards sustainability and care projects, and why authenticity will mean everything to the contemporary consumer.
Well, the Indian market is a quite discerning one. Indian consumer is very demanding, and it pays close attention to the service experience a brand can deliver to the final consumer in its home country. So we first entered the Indian market roughly 20 years ago, and we fell in love with the market itself and with the consumer right away. We swiftly got to learn the culture of the Indian consumer, which is very much similar to Italian culture. We do share the same values, to some extent, the importance of family, for instance, the passion for the well-made garments, for the well-made food, for instance. And we swiftly decided to pay a homage to the Indian culture and a blend between the Italian culture and the Indian culture by reinterpreting our own way the bandhgala jacket, which used to be and still is a ceremonial jacket, a ceremonial suit. This homage we paid to the Indian culture allowed us to swiftly become a very important brand for the Indian consumer. We grew accordingly over the following 20 years, from 1 store to 7 stores today, and we look forward to opening up more stores as soon as the occasion will arise. I would summarize this sort of love between the two cultures and the Canali brand and the Indian consumer with our own definition of luxury, which is whispered luxury. Whispered to the extent that it's very much linked to the substance of what we propose, substance being the quality of the materials, the quality of the craftsmanship, and the evolution of the style content of the proposal of ours. The fashion content will never be bold, will never be too much overwhelming as far as Canali is concerned. So whisper to the extent that it's something that we propose with a lot of effort from our side, without being too bold, too in your face. Care Project is not a marketing initiative. It is very much about 2 founding values of the Canali family, that Canali family infused in the company over our 90-year-old history. These founding values being respect and responsibility towards both people and the planet. So the Care Project is first and foremost a summary of what Canali has already done for 90 years towards both people and planet. Most important thing I want to highlight about the project is that we decided to go quantitative for a very specific reason. We cannot manage what we cannot measure. So we decided to keep off any greenwashing claims, and we decided to assess quantitatively what the environmental footprint of doing business was for Canali. So we picked a life cycle assessment methodology developed by the European Union that basically measures the impact of Canali from the sheep, for instance, up to the moment we sell the product to a final consumer. This is called the Organization Environmental Footprint. We also decided to perform the PF, which is a Product Environmental Footprint that basically is part of the OEF referred to a specific product, with the addition of the impact coming from the use of the product itself and the impact coming from the end-of-life management. Made in Italy has always been a synonym for a stylish, high-quality product that reminds of the beauty of Italy itself. According to these measurements, our Made in Italy is a synonym for sustainability as far as the planet is concerned, but it's also sustainability as far as people are concerned. When we talk about sustainability, we love to refer to 3 Ps, people, planet, and also profit, because there's no viable sustainability strategy that is not supposed to consider the profit of the company itself. If what you do in a sustainable way is not profitable, will never last, of course. After making a profit, a company, of course, is supposed to give back. To support whoever is in need, to support your community, to support the country you work with and within. So Canali family started giving back many decades ago, and then the Canali family decided to establish the Fondazione Canali Onlus, which is a foundation that spreads and invests money in projects that allow to support formation, support health assistance, both in Italy and abroad. I believe that whatever you do must be consistent with your own DNA. Your own DNA, of course, informs the evolution of whatever you do. So, as far as we're concerned, we have been evolving our product offering and our brand awareness post-pandemic in a very effective way, in a very swift and demanding way. And this implies the fact that, for instance, we're moving towards a lifestyle approach, pervading all our product offering, and in a very consistent way, we're also addressing new communication campaigns called Inner Beauty and, of course, a care project, which is very much consistent with what Canali has always been renowned for. Whoever you deal with, whatever celebrity you might start cooperating with, must be very consistent with the meaning and the messages of your brand. So there's no one solution fits them all. As far as the age brackets of consumers you mentioned before, Gen Zers and others, you rightly said that it's very much about the attitude of the consumer instead of the age bracket itself. As far as the new collection I mentioned before is concerned, the lifestyle message that we are delivering is definitely addressing a specific attitude, a laid-back attitude, very much interested in something understated, still very qualitative and very up-to-date. No matter whether the consumer is a 20-something or 60-something. So it's very tricky out there, but I believe that consistency, as far as the brand is concerned, is the key word to keep in mind.